Hey guys, Joe Smith here. Ready to learn something new? Because Joe knows something that he'd like to teach you. So here's another episode Joe Knows. We got our Park TS2 touring stand to put the bicycle wheel on. Now this rim here is actually doesn't need any adjusting, but just doing a little quick demonstration tutorial. And yes, the tire's flat here, but you can do it with or without air in the tire. Don't really matter. If it's real bad, it's usually a good idea to take the tire off. And if you don't have a touring stand, if you have rim brakes, like caliper brakes or V brakes, then you can flip your bicycle upside down and just use the brakes, tighten the brake cable some, and use brake pads as your caliper here to tell you which direction you need to go. And when you're doing this, there's two different settings. There's left and right adjustment, and there's up and down adjustment. Left and right adjustment, you just want to tighten or loosen every other one. Usually tighten one side, loosen the other side, and I'll move it to the direction you want. If it's up and down, if it's dropping down and you need to pull up, then you tighten both sides right there. Of course, it's got a knob over here which moves these in and out depending on your hub spacing. It's got the knob down here to raise and lower this depending on the size of the rim. Got a knob over here to tilt it on the base. And then a knob here which adjusts your calipers. And right now Joe Smith has them set for kind of left and right. But if you needed to do like an up and down, go ahead and tighten that and then pull these in. Again, usually this works better, or you want at least let the air out of the tire if you're going to do it like this. And usually probably takes the tire off the rim. As you can see, you can get it adjusted in there, then that way you can kind of check both up and down and left and right at the same time. We're just going to do a quick demonstration here. As you spin around, if it hits on the caliper somewhere, let's say it hits right here, well, you want to take your spoke wrench and the side that it's hitting on, if it's right there, you want to loosen it a little bit. Loosen this one a little bit, and then these two next to it, which go to the other side. See, they both go to that side of the rim or hub, and this one here goes to this side of the hub. So if it's rubbing right here on this side, then you want to loosen this one a little bit, and if that doesn't do it, then this one and this one you want to tighten just a hair, and then that pulls the rim away from you to the other side there. Or say if it hits right here on this one, well, this one's going to the opposite side of the hub. So if it's rubbing on the near side, then you want to tighten that one to pull it away from you. If that still doesn't do, you might need to loosen the one immediately to the left and right of it, which goes to the near side of the hub. Now if you have an up and down movement in the rim, say let's pretend this section right here is dropping down low, and you want to tighten both of the ones by each other, or if it's got a dip in it or it's going in towards the hub, then you want to loosen the two right by each other. Now if you hit the rim real bad and put a dent in it, usually going to have to get a new rim. But if you just have like some slight up and down movement, you can usually just adjust the spokes to get it out. And these spoke nipples here, there's like 7 different sizes, but 90% of the market are going to be, this is number 2, the red one. The green and black are going to be your second and third most common as far as Park Tool spoke wrenches. Joe Smith has one of these that has them all on it, but I think only one time Joe Smith has encountered a spoke nipple size that was not the red one, and it was either the green or black, forget. But see, Joe Smith just when tying the calipers in, you got just a slight rub right through there. You hear that? And then it's clearing it. No contact, contact, no contact. So, yeah, it's not hitting on the far side, it's hitting on the near side here. And sometimes nipples and spokes, the threads kind of seize together, and you kind of twist that spoke a little bit when you try to either tighten or loosen the nipple. So sometimes after you make your adjustments, you gotta go for a little ride, and then you hear some popping as they all kind of spring loose and adjust each other, and then you might have to stop and readjust it again. Okay, this one we're going, that one we loosen. This one we're going to tighten. And try and just wind twist, so try loosening a little bit first. Hear it pop as it broke loose. There you go. That's basically how you do it. Just then you pull it to one side, then you tighten the spokes going to the hub on that side. And loosen the ones on the other side, and or vice versa. And then if you got the up and down movement, then you just tighten pair by each other or loosen pair by each other. And again, you don't need these screwing stands. They have a consumer model too, cheaper one, about $100 or so. Again, you can basically do it with the wheel on your bike if you have rim brakes. If you have disc brakes, it won't work. But if you have rim brakes like caliper V brakes or cantilever brakes, and your brakes are set properly and centered properly, you know they're centered properly, then you can basically use your brake pads as your adjusting caliper to, and just kind of spin it and watch it real close by eye to see if it's wobbling back and forth or up and down, and then stop it at that point and adjust the spokes and spin it some more, and then stop and adjust and spin it some more and stop and adjust. Basically, if you're a first timer doing it, just be patient, be a little trial and error. It's pretty easy to get the hang of, actually, and kind of fun to do. So those of you with kids with wobbly bike wheels, you go out and fix some bike wheels now, and your kid will think you're a hero. So thanks for watching. This has been Joe Knows with Joe Smith, signing out.